Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about what happened to the old Magic the Gathering books. In the early days, with every MTG release, probably one or two or even more books were released. Could be an artwork book, it could be an official guide, it could be help with deck building, it could be everything. And I have to say, I'm a sucker for this old stuff and I really like to look through it and just enjoy what's in here. This actually is a product catalog by Wizards of the Coast. We had a look at it on the channel. It's from 1998. I think this is just a perfect time capsule that shows what has been released and how they presented it to their partners, retailers, maybe even consumers back in the day. And we had a look at this one on the channel as well. I might link to either one or the other, and it's an encyclopedia about old sets and Magic the Gathering in general, and it talks mainly about Mirage and Visions, and it was fun to just flip through the pages. This we didn't have a look at yet, a small or short glimpse I have to say today. We're gonna have a look at one of the smaller ones over here, and I keep that kind of stuff. This one is one I really like. Art stuff is definitely my thing, so I enjoy the concepts and some actual printed artwork pieces in good quality and in a bigger way than just on a normal card. A full-blown A4 page definitely is more impressive. Here, Karn, we all know him, of course. The Weatherlight crew encountered him, it says here, and he was one of the most peaceful enemies they encountered. All that background stuff is really nice. I appreciate that. And I can tell you what happened to all these books. It's very simple. The internet happened. Nowadays there is no need to print these books anymore, but I like them. These are a little smaller format and a little easier to flip through than the big ones, but I still appreciate them very much. And I thought we're gonna have a look at Urza's Saga today, the official guide to Urza's Saga. Might be a nice thumbnail here. Let's see if that's a good one or if we take another one later. I think the whole concept of these books, and these are not even the stories and novels which were featured in the bundles. It was called Fat Pack back in the day. Every Fat Pack, every bundle had a couple of boosters, a poster, a deck box. Still has a deck box nowadays, but sometimes they had two, and you even got a novel, a Magic the Gathering novel in there back in the day. This one, that looks a bit yellowish, but I think that's on purpose if I feel the pages, because yes, it probably is on purpose. They wanted to look a bit older, I guess. This one is very cool in my opinion because it features, as you will see, a lot of information about Urza Saga. There's a whole background story. They explain all the cards. There's a lot of cool artwork in here. And then there's even, in the end, a complete visualization of the whole set with every card printed in here. So that's pretty cool. And stuff like this gets me. Just have a look at this. Dear Hannah, I regret the rift that has grown between us. I know I have been distant. I know I rarely explained my decisions or my unwillingness to accept your passion for artifice. How could I make you understand that artifacts are his world, his power? You see, Master Malzra, head of the Tolarian Academy, is Urza. Perhaps it's too late, but let me tell you the whole story. The story of Urza's obsession. Mishra, the Phyrexians, time travel, the legacy, and how his relentless pursuit of these obsessions killed people, destroyed worlds, and tore you away from me. Yes, I like that kind of stuff, folks. Just a letter to Hannah in here, and yeah, this is the printed medium. Then you can add stuff like this. I honestly enjoy these little details and that love for detail, actually, that these kind of books contain in a sense of adding to the whole experience, if you know what I mean. But overall, I think the whole concept is very cool. I like that there's a lot of art in here. We got card analysis here. We got the new mechanics explained. And of course, everything is done online nowadays. And I get it. And maybe it's a waste of paper. But these relics of the past, these books, I'm glad I kept them. And there are not a lot of people that actually kept these because they were more or less... And I know some who are like me and like to collect stuff and just put it on the bookshelf, don't look at it for 15 years, and then pull it out, and we got a nice video talking about that old kind of stuff. I think these are awesome. I think they are definitely a witness of different times when it comes to dedication of how you approached things, or how Wizards of the Coast approached things. Interesting fact about these books is that many of them have been written by authors of the Duelist or editors of the Duelist, and that makes sense because the Duelist, the trading card game magazine from back in the day, was published by Wizards of the Coast, which is interesting. I think it's a conflict of interest, but okay. Look at this beautiful lightning dragon here. Awesome artwork by Ron Spencer. Well done, Ron. I think it's just a pleasure to flip through these pages and come across stuff like this. Printed is something else than digital, in my opinion, when it comes to artwork. And not even printed, the real stuff, of course, is even better, but I like it to have it in a bigger format and to have a look at it that way. The Tolarian Academy. We all know that one, and we know the one on the right as well, of course. Gaia's Cradle. This legendary land may see a lot of play in green horde decks as yet another way to get your big creatures out fast. With Gaia's Cradle and several elves, you might even be able to get a Child of Gaia into play. Yeah, folks, if they would have known what happens to Gaia's Cradle, and that it would be $1,000 card one day, and now it's back to like $500-600 for a moderately played one, but still. And then in the end of the book, in the end of the book, is that the correct English? The last pages of the book contain a complete gallery of all cards. That's what we do here. If we don't know how to phrase it, then we just turn around and phrase it another way. I think it works. Pretty cool, because some of these cards, I mean, you can look it up online as well, but I like to flip through these pages, and some of these cards I actually haven't seen a lot. Cool dragons here, cool cards, some nice rare cards. Very cool lands, and in general I think it's just fun to look at the land here, the Phyrexian Tower. Pretty awesome card. I enjoy this. I like this. I get very nostalgic when I look through a book like this. And sometimes I think it's a shame that they don't really make these anymore. And maybe they do, but I don't know about it. I don't know. I haven't really seen them in the stores or online. And I think on Amazon you can buy like artwork books and that kind of stuff. But is it the same nowadays with digital printed artwork? These often have been hand painted, and maybe that's a bit the magic for me as well. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Time Spiral. Oh, nice. Sometimes you forget what all the stuff that that has been in this set. Yeah, the Tolarian Academy here, of course. We already flipped past the Gaia's Cradle. Sometimes you forget how good this set is and was, even back in the day. Folks, I hope you enjoyed the trip down memory lane. In the end here, there's a little index, and there's actually, if you see here, I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I want to talk about that. The Brothers' War. These were books, and the Brothers' War is like Artifact Cycle Book 1, but it looks already like the logo of Brothers' War we have nowadays. And of course the Brothers' War, it just has been released recently. But even in 1998, you see it here, they already were busy with the Brothers' War, which of course makes sense because first that was introduced in Antiquities. But still, I think it's pretty funny to see this. I need to compare this logo to the current Brothers' War logo and if it's comparable. Of course, an ad for the duel list in the back, and yeah, for the rest, I think that's about it for this one. Let me know if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, like I just said. Let me know if you like to look at these old books. If you have some yourself, would appreciate it if you comment about this, because I'm honestly interested. And let me know if you want to have a look at the others as well. The Tempest one and the official deck builder's guide are the 2, and the art book are the 3 actually we haven't had a look at. And these are the only ones I got. I got a couple of novels from back in the day still, I think, as well. But okay, we'll have to see. Have to dig in the Nerd and Proud of It archives. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. I talk to you next time. Bye bye.